and another thing. Don't even think about wanting someone else's spouse, wanting someone else's farm, or wanting someone else's property, because it's that little thought, that little seed that grows into the tree of a crime. That's what leads to aggression. That's what leads to theft. And we can't live together in a society if we're always plotting to do these things to each other. So keep your mind pure of those things, and the word that is used there is coveting. Don't covet. Don't do it. Start with your mind free of those things, and you can live in a free society. Well, that's the blueprint from 35 centuries ago. And of course, it is the 10 Commandments. And during my lifetime, our nation has gone to work trying to get rid of the 10 Commandments. The 10 Commandments a couple generations ago were very prominent in many schools, in the spelling books, in the reading books, very prominent in courthouses. You still see some of that in some of the older courthouses. It's really important, folks, to think about that. Is it really good for society to remove the 10 Commandments from the public sphere? Especially if the 10 Commandments are really the blueprint for a free society. We can only have a free society if we ground ourselves in a very simple spirituality. It doesn't have to be religious at all. If you look at this blueprint, it's not really Jewish, it's not really Christian, it's human. It's for all people. It's a beautiful and daring vision of a truly free society that doesn't need a gigantic government to watch over it. It's a society where people respect each other physically. They respect each other's families and relationships. They respect each other's property. And they work hard to be honest with one another. And they ground their hope in the idea, the radical idea, that whatever brought us here meant well. And it's that optimism that the Creator means well, which brings about a sense that we're in this together. We're all part of the same world. I believe that it's been a mistake in our society to take down the 10 Commandments. I believe that we need to put them back in the schools, back in the courthouses, back in our graveyards, back in our monuments. Put them in front of people, teach them to our children, put them in our curriculum books, especially for younger children, so that they would memorize these things and pay attention to them. I believe we can live in a free society, but I don't believe we can do it unless we cultivate free men and free women. Well, that's all for today on Life and Liberty Radio. Thanks so much for sharing this part of your spiritual journey with me. Now, the views on this program are not necessarily those of my advertisers, sponsors, places I work or do business with. They're purely my own, but I'm sharing them with you, so share your ideas with me. Write me on Twitter at Liberty House, LIBERTYHOUS, no E. Until next time, let's continue dreaming and working for a free and spiritually grounded society.